Oh my God, Tanya, come and have a look at this. He's going to do some damage, definitely. I don't like this. It's quite nice when he puts his ears forward.
Yes.
Everybody said.
Everyone says it. Right, the ears are up there now. He's nasty with anybody, Bab.
So you're going to be in this video then?
Little bits.
Yeah.
Done your hair, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised he's causing all those bruises.
It's called Spooky because if you look at her head, look, she's got like a
ghost.
ghost.
I really do need to go and help these people with this horse. What?
I don't know what it is. I think it's an optical illusion, but your ear looks absolutely...
Guys, she keeps taking the mickey out of my ear on these videos. It's little, it's not big, it's an optical illusion with the phone.
It is. I don't know
can't
why.
stop laughing at me ear.
I put it, we were watching something on YouTube and you popped up yesterday and all I could see was his ginormous
Give me a
ear.
complex now.
It's like a...
Right, do we try and...
Sorry.
Shall we try or not try?
Yeah, we'll try.
Right, I'm sweating now. Right then. So we're on our way, guys, to the Midlands again. We've got the horse to do with the quad horse that's really aggressive and mean. I was sent these little clips by Marilyn, the horse's owner, and Marilyn, 73 years of age, guys. I can't show the bruises on her arms and things, but this is serious. This is heading to a very serious conclusion if I hadn't gone. You can see from these clips, this horse really is threatening in a way that, you know, it could go to the next stage. I mean, look at it. It's now also it wind sucks as well. You'll notice it there clamping down. It wind sucks. You know, more so when people are around it as well. But yeah, this is just showing you. This is another person here, a friend, the owner's friend, and it's exactly the same. It's not particular people related. It's just people, and you know, the people around this horse, the owner and John, the owner's husband. They've had horses dealt with virtually all their life. They are so experienced. But guys, I just wanted to explain and show that. So we'll carry on. So we're doing that. But on the way now, guys, we're going to pop into an indoor arena, with a possible date to do a demo. What's the date? Guys, I've butted in there. It'll become apparent in a little while I'm dressed, ready to go out on the range. I'll explain that in a bit. But that demonstration, the last one of the year, I've got a date here, 3rd of December. It is at Gracelands Equestrian Centre, and that's Droitwich, Worcestershire. It's in the Midlands. We've been having a lot of requests to go up there to do a demonstration. It's going to be a great day. Doors are open at 9:30. It starts at 10 o'clock till 4, but we usually go way after 4 o'clock. Charlotte's coming. We're going to have one of our own horses explaining how this all sort of fits together with the groundwork leading to the riding. We're going to do that, and then we're going to have several horses that I haven't done anything with before, some with issues, some maybe not, just bringing them on a little bit. So that'll be the demo on the 3rd of December. Charlotte's definitely coming to that because I know a lot of people want to meet Charlotte. Tanya will be with me, and Charlotte's going to be bringing her Crafty Ponies stand. Obviously it's near Christmas, isn't it, for presents, so you'll be able to buy Crafty Ponies, and Tanya will have a shop there. There's also going to be refreshments. There's a cafeteria there. It's a lovely place, huge car park, great venue, and Trish, who runs it, is wonderful as well. So yeah, I had to just say that because we'd mentioned the demo. Tanya's just put it online. We've got limited numbers. If you want to go, get in touch with Tanya through the horsemanship messaging or a private messaging. Okay, let's get on with this. And there is another reason we're coming up. I'm going to be riding James, my son, who does all the IT, all of the technical stuff. He's bought a motorbike, so I've got all my motorbike gear in the back, and I'm going to be riding it 300 miles home on Tuesday, I think, isn't it, Tam?
Yes.
Tuesday. So Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Waiting for the key. Taking James's bike home.
It's about 230 the way I go.
Affordable.
Right then.
What river is that then? Is this near
I
Tewkesbury?
think that's the River Severn, I think. There's paths for jogging and everything down that one.
Oh, yeah, look.
I wonder if that's a bridleway as well, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Is it this one?
Our home for the 2 nights.
Premier Inn. Oh, that looks nice. What's that? Oh, that's the Beefeater here.
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Beefeater.
I think you're sure you'll love
We'll have
that.
a meal there in a minute then. I'm absolutely...
Hank Marvin.
Hank Marvin starving.
You Hank Marvin. Right, let him
300
cross.
miles.
It's a...
Go on, fella. Right then.
unlimited breakfast.
Wow, it's all about the
I'm
eats, isn't it?
loving this already.
Right then, do you want to check in? There you go, guys. I've just picked up a fresh batch of our boinging sticks. There you go. Plenty to send out now. And it's morning, going in for our breakfast in the famous Beefeater. So we're going to have a bite of it breakfast now. Oh, not so full this morning.
So we're on our way now.
Yeah, look at our little cars, Tan. Smart cars. They're absolutely tiny.
I could see you in one of them.
Hey,
Yeah, a little pink one like
I
that.
think they do. The diesel ones are about 100 to the gallon, don't they? Look at that. Yeah, on our way now.
Exit onto Alvachurch Highway toward
A
Bromsgrove.
little bit apprehensive, to be honest. You know, I remember clinics years back. I was privileged to see Ray Hunt quite a bit in the States. I'm not saying I do everything Ray Hunt does. We all become our own horse.
She's right here.
Yeah, we all become our... She's going like madness. Look at her down to the left there. She's...
In
Look at it in a little car.
Slight left turn toward 448 and Headless.
Oh my god, that's funny. She must have been flat out. Oh, she's laughing. Right, now then. Yeah, Ray Hunt, I remember him saying quite frequently with aggressive horses,
In 1 mile,
or
take a slight left
you
turn
know,
toward
horses that show
448 and Headless Cross.
aggressive tendencies, that you got to listen to them. You have to listen to them because they're as pure as the driven snow. They're, you know, it just doesn't come out of nowhere. If this particular horse continues the way it is, it could at any minute really bite down.
Like in the book movie where the one bites that guy's head.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
other things. It always brings back memories of the rodeo rider we met years ago, and all this. It was like he was a burn victim, but it was his own horse that bit him. He was a farrier. We met him at a rodeo in the States. Terrible bite. So yeah, it does worry me that,
Use the left lane.
This horse
Take a slight
could,
left turn toward a 448
you know,
and
bite
Headless
down on
Cross.
his owner. So I don't know really. It's one of those things where I've got to
Take
obviously.
a slight left turn.
Well, I'll go and assess the situation now and see where we go with it. But it does bother me. Yeah. It's a Q7.
You had one of them.
Audi Q7. I did have one, not for long. You had to be careful towing with it. It was that powerful. The horses had come out the back
In
of the
half a
trailer.
mile, turn right
It
onto
was so
Carrots Hill
powerful,
Road.
but it only did about 17 to the blooming gallon.
Right then, so I've just told you this lady's name. I can't find a pen in the car. So how are you going to remember her name?
Her name's Marilyn,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Marilyn.
So what, you're going to
Monroe.
imagine her stood on a vent with her skirt flying up.
How did you guess that, Dan?
I know you too well, youngie bungie.
Subway? Isn't it delicious?
Sort of cools the ankles, doesn't it?
So you're going to be in this video then?
Little bit.
Yeah.
Done your hair. You look lovely.
Yeah.
You look bloody lovely, you do.
It's not my horse.
We want to watch you catch him, right? And catch him in them. Time where you're going to tie him, and we'll just get the tack on. So I'll do the groundwork in there.
Okay. I always tacked up before I go in there, yeah?
Well, yeah. I think that's what you usually do, isn't it? How do you usually do your day? So I can see what.
Well, we'd catch him, tie him up in there and brush him and tack
Yeah,
him
well, let me
there.
see a little bit of
Well,
that. I'll only put little bits, but you know, just so we can see.
Yeah, so go gist of what's going on.
Yes. But we've had the rundown. We know roughly what's what now, which was very good, really well explained. Now it's really important. Anyone watching this video kind of knows what's been explained to me, so you're in the same position and know as much as me. So it's really important. So basically, I'll be as quick as I can. Marilyn and John bought the horse 2 years ago. It's a 10-year-old American quarter horse, a Western trained, hence the Western gear. Any chance for me to put my cowboy hat on, I do. So bought from Germany as two years ago, 10 years old, and basically Marilyn being 73 years old, guys, 73. I know she doesn't look it, but she's 73 years of age. And, you know, Marilyn, she wanted a safe horse to ride, which is what was presented to her. So they went to see this horse. I can't actually remember the name of this horse at the moment, guys. I've been with 4 horses today trying to remember their names. God, the sun's come out now, I'm getting off. So they went to see the horse, and the horse rides fine. It's exactly what Marilyn wanted, but there was the first time of viewing, it was outside, and I can't remember if the horse bit Marilyn or a friend and walked off and showed its ears, pinned its ears. And, you know, that probably would be enough to put a lot of people off buying a horse. But because Marilyn and John have had horses for years, they're known on the Western circuit. They've done very well showing. They've had some difficult horses and managed to get through problems. John's very good at groundwork. So, you know, they were convinced they'd be able to sort things out. Well, things have got better. I mean, when they got the horse home, things were even worse than the odd bite like that. Things weren't easy, but they persevered. Things were a lot better than what they were. But the biting and the aggressive behaviour has not gone away, and I can't show the bruises and things, but there's been some serious biting going on, and you know, someone's going to get hurt, aren't they? You know, it's going to culminate in something a lot worse. Hence why I've been called. It takes a lot for people to call who are good with horses and experienced with horses to call someone in, but they've called me and they said, look, you might have something else, something a little bit different to offer, and to give us some ideas. So when I saw the video, I thought, yeah, I've got to go and have a look and try and try and help. So that's you up to, you know, you're as knowledgeable as me with the situation now, and yeah, see how we get on.
Probably shouldn't say it because probably fate, but back end safer than the front end.
The back end safer than the front end. The back end safer than the front end. Right, okay. So 2 years, guys. Marilyn's owned.
Let's give them a quick.
You feel that?
You show her face.
It's like a ghost.
Yeah, her name is Spooky.
Spooky.
Can you just show us her face? I'll just get her face then. She's called Spooky because if you look at her head, look, she's got like a ghost. Oh, lovely.
I think that's all. The face.
Yeah, there.
The face.
Yeah, there.
Oh, there, yeah.
And a little
Now,
Yeah.
have you been able to connect this to a particular side?
Yes, left side.
Right, so he will only kind of get aggressive like that, more one side and go to bite one side. The left side then,
I'm not
okay?
saying it's totally.
No, he'll make you a liar now and come this way with it, but you would say you've noticed it more on the left
It's
side.
only just been recently. That's Margaret. She'll tell you. She grooms him more. And
Yeah, that Margaret's noticed it's the left side
more.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I hadn't noticed actually until she said to me, it's on the left side.
You know, the reason I want to ride him is to see whether, you know, you've had him scoped and whatever, but, you know, I can usually tell if a horse is in pain when I ride him. That's all I'm saying. That's why I wanted to just see if it might be pain related, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. Is he being a good boy this morning, or?
Yeah, good. Well,
You seem to have that effect, Stu.
yes, in fact, Saturday I was grooming him.
Yeah.
Margaret and John had gone to get some hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was on that side. I know he does it, but he went to swing, trod on that foot, and then knocked me over. It was still on my foot. I couldn't get away.
Okay.
Um,
Do you feel like his respect of your space isn't as many, if that's the case?
no, he never.
He doesn't respect your space enough. Okay, well that's something that might really help
Yeah.
with the groundwork. So
And when you're leading him, well, you'll see, or you may not do to go around there, when he's tacked up.
yeah,
Leading him in this morning from the field, he likes to be
On
he's
your
not
shoulder?
biting, he's on your shoulder. Or on
okay.
Your,
Now you're telling me things that might make a
Okay,
difference. Right, what we'll do then is still clamping down here. Right, now then, we'll just change the plan.
Yeah.
We'll go
Without
because
tack.
you're saying he's a different horse tacked up.
Yeah.
Let's take him
Try
without
it
tack.
without
Yeah, would you
do that
agree with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
yeah?
Come on then.
Margaret?
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to take him?
No, I want to watch you take him there. It's more important
I
that
can't-
is to see.
I can't focus so much on my phone, but
Okay.
never mind, it's fine. Do you know?
No, we finished with the pain.
Or with a smile on your face, Marilyn. Makes a difference.
He's got those pinny ears, though. Oh,
He looks
so-
quite nice when he puts his ears forward.
Everybody
Yes!
said,
Everyone says it.
oh, isn't it lovely? We said, don't be fooled.
Yeah.
And just lead him round the outside once for me.
Right the way around the outside.
Well,
Oh, God.
halfway then, that'll do. Yeah. What a sweetie. will he circle you like a lunge type thing? Will he go around you?
Yeah, no, this is where it will change, probably.
Well, that's good. I want to see what.
Okay.
Do you want the lunge whip or anything?
No.
Okay. He doesn't like being asked, does it?
No.
Will he trot round you a little bit if you tap yourself? Yeah, it's no different, is it? Both sides.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, we know whoa.
Oh, he knows well.
Can you, if you stand where you are, can you back my way a little bit or not? Will he give you a bit of?
I might have to.
Yeah. Okay. Right then. Okay, I'm going to take him now then. Now, I'm going to firm up a little bit with him. You know that, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
Won't hurt him at all.
I'm
I'm
going to
don't worry. Okay. Right. So, mate.
He's like, hey,
Mate.
I've heard about you.
Hey, mate.
My mum's been showing me videos.
Yeah.
Hey, mate. Huh?
Whoa.
Right, the ears are up there now. Okay. So when them ears come back, he's going to know about it till they come up. Okay. Did you see his ears then? Yeah. Okay. So that there'll be a consequence for flat backing ears to me. One little bump then, but I carried on until the ears flipped up. You know what I mean? I want them to keep flatting for me so I can do something about it. So now I'm going to ask him to move around me for a second. When his ears pin, then he'll have to move a bit quicker. Okay, go. Thank you.
A big wuss. He's a big wuss.
Go. Not one pin. Look at their lovely ears. Look at them lovely ears. What a cracker.
Can I just say something? It's quite noisy that end. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, and the thing is, when you've got video, you can always hear the background. So if we can move sort of a little bit further away.
Right, when I lead him now, when I stop, I'm going to set a foot back, right? Because he's a little bit close to you, really. So I can see where he is in the shadows. I know where he is, right? And when I stop, that sets back. Right, did you see why I did it?
Yeah.
The ears went back.
Yeah.
I go back without those ears. Thank you. Okay? Got to keep a look at these ears, and there has to be a consequence when he drops those ears back. Go this way. Good ears.
Oh.
What did he do?
When you did look at him, his ears went back.
Yeah, well that's good. I want him to drop them back.
Yeah.
So that... There. Nice. Nice. He drops them back. He knows I'm looking. Stop. This way. I'm looking at you and your expression. We can get along well together. Now back up. No, watch them ears. Watch those ears. Forward with those ears. Forward with those ears. Good. This way. No, watch those ears. That expression. Good. This way. Watch those ears now. Good. Now I really want him to keep pinning for me, so I can reprimand, say to him each time that's over with, that finished, because I pinned it. Hiya mate, how you doing?
Hi, John.
John. Yeah. The more he does it during today, the better. If I miss it, tell me. Because when he pins, that's not pinning. That's like a different. Whenever he pins, the pinning is the thought inside his head. It's like a little bit of a threat, really. So each time he does it, there has to be a consequence. No anger. No, I wouldn't even say anything because I guarantee when he's done it, you've probably said something to him. He'll relate that to everything. So I would try not to tension on me. Thank you. Whenever he does it, I wouldn't get angry. Just get useful.
We don't ever get angry.
No, I'm saying this for
Yeah.
people who are going to watch this.
Yeah.
No, I know how experienced you are and all the horses you've had. It's other people that have got to learn this
Yeah.
on the video. Yeah? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
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 But you've got to do something. You can't just see that and leave it. That makes sense, yeah? Because every time he does it to me, there's a consequence coming.
I do that, what you're doing with it. Not often enough, but I do it with it. But I don't look for the ears to come to me. I just backed him off, or I've got him to change his leads, but not.
Try and look at his ear. Try and look at them ears.
Yeah.
It finishes when those ears come up, so that his tranquility and his relationship gets better when he's not pinning his ears. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Got to try and. You're not going to always get it right, and I don't. But he'll have no peace from me until them ears are up. So I'll be grateful if he pins them while I'm doing something, because you'll see often enough with me that I'll do something, but give him peace when his ears come up. Because that flatting is no good, because it's going to end up with a big bite. It will end up with somebody getting hurt. They don't lie for long, and it's getting bad. I mean, you have got bites. It's something needs to happen. That's why you've called me out.
Yeah.
It probably won't be you that he bites.
He nearly had me think.
But it probably won't be you. But you know, you probably don't handle him as much as Marilyn.
Yeah.
But I was trying to explain. I think a lot of this has come from early days. The reining training is horrendous sometimes, and if a horse doesn't make it, they try even harder with that stuff. And I think that's where this windsucking's come from. It's an early thing. Myself, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I've seen a lot of it in reiners. It's a mental thing. So go this way. Go this way. Don't pin. You see how he thought about pinning then? No, his ears are beautiful, aren't they? So I would say, Nora, in minutes, there's a kind of a change coming. Because there's no peace for him if his ears are pinned at me. It cannot happen. The thought needs to come out of his head, and it's not easy because of his past, you know? So go this way. Those ears, beautiful. But because that was the best attitude he's had yet, now there's something in it for him. Does that make sense? Yeah. Now there's something in it for him. Now we can be good. That's all we need. We have to be, unfortunately, it's not 50-50. There is a partnership, yeah? But we've got to run the partnership, else we've had it, haven't we? We'll get taken for a ride and they'll take us somewhere we don't want to go. So we have to control these. We have to be alpha. We all have heard it all our lives, haven't we? Alpha and all of that. But it's true, we've got to be the one in charge of this relationship. No different than them in their herds. They'll rarely pin their ears and go up to the horse that's in charge, will they? God help them if they do, you know?
But I don't do what you're doing.
No, well, we all do things differently.
But, I mean, I have done, but I do it on the change of lead. I point, and I want him to go that way. You know?
Yeah. You might, I'm sure your groundwork's great, and we all do it. Everyone has their own little take on how to do things, and as long as you're moving those feet around, John, that's brilliant. But it hasn't stopped whatever you've been doing. It hasn't stopped the attitude.
Yeah.
So maybe me coming might make you think about maybe trying something different.
Yeah.
So if I did it exactly like you doing it, then we still have the pin in ears all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying at this moment in time,
When I've done it with him, he has put, I'm going to say, an argument in with him.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to make me, instead of
Well, that's where this is coming in.
Yeah.
There's a certain amount of fear from this at the moment. Now, eventually that would work in my favour, because after a week of this would not be fearful. This would be information to his feet. I'm using the fact at the moment that he's quite wary of this, so he's quite keen to get rid of this when I drop it, but I'm using that with the ears as well. So this is talking to him about expression change and about what he's feeling inside, you know. But these are great, honestly, just to, right, so.
I've got
There you
one
go.
with a flag on. I've also got one that's called a melly stick.
Okay.
I'll tell you the tale about that.
Okay. Back up. In the ears. No. Lovely. See the ears then? I feel like we're starting to get somewhere, Marilyn. Till I've gone and I've worn off. Unless you carry on with some of what I'm doing. Lovely. Now, what will he be like without this? We'll check him out now.
Because he's not sure about that flag, is he?
No, but we'd get him sure. But
Yeah.
he needs something
Yeah.
that's going to mean something to him to not pin his ears and bite you. So I personally would have one of these in your pocket at all times. And when someone says pin his ear, you'd flag him back until those ears popped up just like that. Does that not make sense to you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to empower you.
What I see now is he wants to make friends with you. He does look for human company.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the line,
Tell me if he pins them when I miss. All right?
somewhere along the line, something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
And he's defensive.
Yeah.
Look, things are symptoms of. You do get some moody horses, like moody people. I've known whole families, and every one of them's been moody. You know, we do get that, but that's a symptom of a cause.
Yeah.
Whether it be from early training, something's happened, or someone set about him. I don't know. But that's not normal, is it? To, you know, a well-bred horse like this. You know. I'm quite happy. So all of these times that I'm talking now is actually helping this horse, because when he's doing something good for me, there's something in it for him. We're just talking, not getting on to him.
I've had him in here, and I've worked with him. And when I finished working, he stood there, and he's just laid down. You know, so I mean, there is such a nice
If we can stop the pinning ears, we can stop the biting, see? Because every time his ears go first before that's a warning. These ears are a warning saying, I don't like this, something's going to happen to you if you don't stop. That's where these bites on your hand and arms are coming from. So if we can stop the work on the pinning ears, so that is out of the question, then I think things will possibly get better.
Yeah.
But now I haven't got the flag. So now obviously if he pins his ears at me, there has to be a consequence.
Yeah.
And you'll see in the moment what I do. So can you go this way? Can you go this way? We'll give him that one. The ears are not too bad, agreed? Yeah. Leave his ears there. So that wasn't in his favour, was it? I'm looking for these ears, for you. Nice. Oh, he's dead. Pinning him now, is he? Nice. Feeling a change. Right, he's hearing those people there. Now, notice I'm not being right next to him. Yeah, I'm keeping him a little bit back.
Yeah.
Now, if he pins them, we'll do something. But no anger. I'm not. All I'm doing is moving him. I would put that, if you can, underneath the one. Just they don't tighten up then if they pull back. Or right then. There. Have you done some of that, Marilyn? Yeah. Any questions so far?
No.
All making sense? You know, look, he's not trying to bite me. I can't imagine that now. If he does, it'd be good for you. Because then I'll back. If he went to nip me now, I would seriously back him all the way around the school. And you might think, well, that's a bit much. Well, no, it's not. Because when you lose half your blooming arm, you know, he can't think this. I take it so seriously, the biting and the pinning ears, because I've seen such damage to people. Thought he might pin a bit there, did you, for a minute then? But not really. Now this side, if he pins them.
You've showed your authority on him. You can see it.
Well, you know, I'm becoming alpha.
Yeah.
I'm becoming someone to respect and not threaten. But I will not use pain. So when it goes wrong, people can hit them and that, and they shut down. And no, I know. I'm just saying.
Never.
I would put it to movement and back him all the way around the school. Right then. See if we can get the flex. That's it. I'm checking sides now, and I'm finding both sides are okay. Really. Thought the other side I thought would be worse, because you said the other side you've noticed is worse.
No, it's the left side.
Yeah, that side.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, sorry, it is left.
It's pretty much the same, yeah?
I'm dyslexic,
Okay.
left and right.
Okay. I'm pretty good. Right. Right, now what I'm going to do now is to really establish again that he does, you know, I'm the alpha, I'm running a relationship, you'll be fine, I'm all you need, but never be aggressive to me, because I'll reinstate that I move your feet, you don't move mine. So I'm going to lead into driving now. You get this good, and it can again change their perception of you. We might get a few faces, but it's a case of leading them. You know, I could come up here for an hour and just do this with a horse that was. So I'm leading now. I'm going to change it to driving. I'm going to drive him. Like a lot. Don't pin your ears. I'm going to drive him. I'll wait till he dries out. Don't pin him. Drive him out. There. Now I'm going to change to leading. Now he's got to follow me, just like he would in the wild herds. Now he's following me, because they follow or they push. Right? Now I want you to drive him. Don't pin the ears. Right. That's my long reining right there. Now I'm going to lead him. I need him to follow me now. And this would get better and better till this look beautiful. So I could lead him. It's already getting better. Drive him. Beautiful. Look at the attitude. Lead him. Good lad. Drive him. Beautiful. Can you feel that? Lead him. Drive him. You just saw a massive change.
Yeah.
We're going to let him know about that now. We'll let him know about that. Stop. Back up 2 paces. Wow. I've just put 10 grand on him. Let him know about that now.
He was never going anywhere.
No, I know. I do know that.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't survive in most places. You've done so well. But you've had a lot of horses. That's why. Can you imagine in the wrong hands? Can you imagine? So we'll let him sit for a minute now. Any questions? Can you see a change? He just blew out there. As I said that there, he just loosened off and I heard him blow out.
Yeah.
Yes. But what I do one side, you've got to do the other. But I want him to know that. Now he started off not sure. Oh, I'm not sure. But he ended up. It's where you finish. So if I'd had to go for a long time then, I wanted that spot where he. Yes, I'm with you. Now you're pushing me. Now I've got to follow you.
And you made a comment
Go on.
bit watching about us having a lot of horses. All our horses have come to us and they've been buried.
Wow.
They've never gone anywhere else.
Wow. I wish I could say that about mine, but I can't. I've had a lot of horses, but that's what we do. We help horses. You can't keep them all.
No. No,
But that's a testament, that is.
we've kept them.
Yeah.
They come to us and they're there forever.
Wow. We do know people like that. They end up with a lot of horses, don't they? Now, what will we have on the other side? So I was going that way, so I've now got to go this way. Tell me if he pins his ears in the moment. Now I'm going to take this space now.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, a little bit.
That was a bit of a...
Mm.
Nice. I want him to follow on a loose rein, so I'll keep this going now. So now he knows he has to follow me. Now I'm going to think about having all of this space here.
Oh,
Did he pin?
a little. Half.
No, I want to drive him. Lead him. Drive him. Lead him. He chipped the other day in here, you said, didn't he?
Yeah.
I want to drive him better.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
but too quick for me. What it was, he thought, he did it and thought, shit. I don't really want him to trot here, so I'm going to make the wrong things hard, yeah, and the right thing easy. So I'm going to just keep going here and I make the right things easy. So I just keep this going. It doesn't pay him to. Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
got the thought then.
Boy.
See how that works? I made the right things easy, the wrong things difficult. That was it. So leading to driving. Disengage, back up 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Good. Is that where you get on and side up there?
You getting on, are you?
It's not going to get on yet, so I want to.
We can't get onto that top step, that's your right. A lower one.
Don't think it's a health issue.
It's what, sorry?
I don't think it's an health issue like ulcers or anything like that. I don't think it's a health. A lot of people, will say, "Oh, have you had this check, that horse is in pain." It's not in pain. It's not lame. He's rounding in his rib cage with his trots and everything. And look at his attitude. If he was in pain, he would be getting his hair off of me. So I think you've checked him out.
But
That-
we've got
you had
all
him-
the way till we've come to you.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
don't think there's a pain issue.
Yeah.
We're all wrong sometimes, aren't we? No matter who we are. But I think that's okay, unless something turns up when I ride him in a bit.
Yeah, I put him on 2 down on a day for 2 weeks once. Made no difference at all.
Yeah, no. We've just got to get the thought out of his head. This is where you're going to have to step up a little bit
Yeah.
and not accept, but not get angry. I only say that for the video, John. I know you're not getting angry. But you'll notice I get useful and say it's an absolute no-no. You know when he starts looking elsewhere. You see, I'm just getting his attention here
Yeah.
on us. Again, that.
There's quite a lot going on over
even
there, though, isn't
deeper,
there?
But it installs even deeper that I'm all he needs. That I'm not one to be thought badly of. I'm his leader. Now stay with me. It's a real good thing to do because it carries over into the riding. So when you watch these horsemen, like you've heard of Ray Hunt and Tom Dorrance and all of those, are the godfathers of horsemanship, really. When they're in the saddle, you'll notice whenever their ears, the ear goes and the nose go, they just bring them back to a straight line. Now I've told you, you'll probably notice more. But Brannaman and all of them, they just sat there on their horses talking, and they're never far away mentally from their horse. And you'll see them, they'll tip that way and they'll tip them back, and they'll keep talking. The horse will tip that way, they'll tip them back. So that the horse is always kind of not looking elsewhere, because the ear goes, eye goes, ear goes, nose goes, toes goes. And that, so when he gets distracted, I'm just nudging him back to me. Say, don't worry about that. You're with me. That makes sense there? Yeah. It's a real good thing. And at first, look, right. Okay, well, I'm going to side him up here.
There is another get up on.
Well, that's all right, isn't it? I just want to practice siding him up a little bit here. Yeah. So I'm going to bring him in the wrong way. Stop. So, God, I've got a nosebleed up here. Right then. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, because he's going the correct way. Tell him how good he is. Oh, wrong way, pressure, pressure, pressure. No pressure, no pressure. Tell him how good he is. Pressure, pressure, pressure. No pressure. All the Birmingham accents down.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a party over there, I think.
There's only two of them.
No, is there?
It's all right, Mark.
And I'm all the time I'm looking for any ears, any different expressions, and I'm not getting them. Am I? No. Touch for stop, and you got it, didn't you? Wonder if you've done some cutting in your time.
I took him for a walk one day.
Yeah.
A bit of time back.
Yeah.
And I was talking to this person, and he says, "This one that bites." I says, "Yeah." Anyway, I poked him and he bit me. I didn't think he was going to bite me. And I poked him and he bit me.
And I said, serves you right.
It's looking a bit dark up there.
Hmm?
Oh, Charlotte. Charl?
Hey, okay.
Yeah, I'm videoing. I'll bring you back. Everything all right?
Oh, Justin was amazing at swimming.
Oh, was she? Oh,
Oh, jumping in, so brave.
oh brilliant. Okay.
All right,
You know
bye.
why I'm doing this, don't you? To see whether he
turns on you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Gives me any attitude. So we've got to help him through this and show him that that's not acceptable, and he'll love you for it. He'll change his complete perception of everything with you. I'm not saying about other people, but yourselves.
You got to know what you're doing with him. That's the thing.
No, I'm not really happy with that, because I'm down his sides. That's quite nice, fella. No pinned ears. Now I've got to be really quick. If he'd have pinned his ears down and went to nip my hand, I'd have had to be really quick. Within 3 seconds, he would have been backing up. You'd have all been flying out the way, and I'd have backed him all the way around and come back here. So that, what did it do for him? Nothing. But when he's doing it in a stable, there's no consequence to any of that pinning, is there? Is that going into you? It's got to be. You've got to have your flag with you, and you've got to do something. Say, well, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. That's becoming a lovely place for him now, isn't it? Huh?
It's near the exit.
Huh?
It's near the
Oh
exit.
yeah. I want to go home. Wrong way. And I love it when you go the wrong way, because it means you're going to get good at siding up from a different area. What?
Took your nose off.
What, the pigeon? Bloody hell, don't remind me. I mean, those parrots, the African greys, they can break Brazil nuts. Biting down on Tanya. You know what I mean? Now, every time I'm doing this, there's a benefit, because I'm looking at his feet, I'm controlling his feet, I'm moving his feet where I want. It's not just this siding up, this is just part of it. This is about manoeuvring his feet, showing I move his feet, he doesn't move mine. We might want to get that up actually. Yeah, you've got 2 years of history. So he's going to try and think he can do it with you, or John.
Yeah.
More than me at the moment. So it won't be as easy for you, but you've just got to take what you can from my visit to try and improve over the coming months. I would hope at the end of the coming up to Christmas time, I'm hoping you'll message to say, do you know what, he hardly ever does it now. What a difference this makes. That's what makes me happy. If this gets you somewhere with him. Because he's 10, he's not very old. He'll see you out.
That's the idea.
Look at that. Beautiful. Look at you. You know, you cannot pin him and just think that's it. Because if he does it once or twice with you, he's straight back to where he was with you. It's a no-no. It's not acceptable. Why not just be good? How much did it cost us to keep you? Isn't it?
I don't go there. I don't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not, isn't
So
it?
if he's loose in the stable, I'm going to go into.
We're going to tackle that at the
We're going
end.
to practice that. Okay.
We're going to tackle that because that's different. That's his domain. We've got to look at that a little bit differently.
okay.
And I don't want to give you any. I know that what I'm showing you here is not going to get, touch wood, hope to God, will not get you hurt. Okay. All what I'm showing you, I've put the start in, so he knows what you're saying. But you've got to look at his feet. Don't make it personal with him.
No.
You know, honestly,
No.
mistake I made for years, looking at him.
Come on then, let's crack
Hang
on.
on, Tan, this is really important.
Oh. I can feel rain, can you?
Try.
Not yet.
You'll see the video, so you'll remember.
Yes.
When I'm gone, it'll be that much in your head. You think, well, when you see the video, you'll get this. Notice the smallest change and reward the slightest try. Notice the smallest change of the I don't know pinned ears.
Oh.
Well, do you know what? You know, I'm not gonna. It's got to be flat. There's a
Yeah.
difference between that.
Yeah. It's what that's what it does.
and that, okay? So, that's okay. Yeah,
That's what I call a cock deer.
yeah.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can.
His little mind's going.
Yeah, or if they're, you know, if they're sort of half. I'm talking about when they're flat back.
Yeah,
Because
I know the difference when they're pinned right back. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because
we'll
with
give
him as
that.
well, the nose shrivels up and.
But I would, like I say, if I was you, come up here with Margaret, and oh, we've got a horse coming in now.
In here, are they? Well, we could go out then, can't we?
Are you coming in here? No, come in. We'd love to see you in here. Come on. Yeah, no, seriously. No.
Oh, I'm going to. Shall I cut this off a minute or? No.
Are you all right if you're on the film coming in? You're looking good. All right.
Hi.
We won't get any bother.
That's all right.
We want to see some flying changes before we go.
I checked last night, yeah. And nobody else had booked.
Okay.
You're going to tack him up?
Yeah, we're going to pack them up now. Right then. Oh, no.
I came out today having me coffee.
Where should we
Got a time?
yeah. We got one of our ties, man.
Yeah.
You grab me one of my ties.
Okay.
I haven't tied on string for 25 years.
Hang on then. Here comes the rain.
We've had a nice summer though. Has the flies been bad here?
Yeah,
Oh
terrible.
my god.
Horse
They've been
flies.
so bad. They've been so bad.
We've had horrendous horse flies here. There's a lot of water.
So you've just put the clip there, have you?
Yeah, I put the clip there because I may have to firm up here, and if I did, he would pull back and break the string. So I had to get useful with these ears.
I'm going to stand under here because it's going to come down.
Do you think this is a shower or do you think this is it?
I think it's just a shower.
Is it? Should we get him in there until?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well. The window's open in the car.
Right, now, because of the rain, we've had to put him in a bit earlier than I wanted to. I wouldn't tie him solid in here on your string because you might have to do something and then he could panic and pull back.
Okay.
You know, even if I've got to give you one of these, you've got to, you know, because it's gonna let go.
So how do those work?
I'll show you in a bit. Right. Now I'm in here. Now while I'm in here, I'm going to control him in here. Right. So if he pins his ears, there's not an awful lot I can do in here other than move. Now that was a respectful thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've allowed him in my space there. He was real respectful then.
well.
But I'm going to move his hind quarters around.
Marion can come in,
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to move his hind quarters around in here, which is something. Right. Which is something. When he pins his ears, we can do. So for pinning his ears, we take his hind quarters round and round and round till his attitude changes. Okay. So for taking these hind quarters round, I'm just going towards them. Yeah.
It's a penny.
Right. You see what I just did? So any time he pins his ears, he's having his hind quarters tugged round until the attitude starts to change. So that we've used it for doing something that's going to help his bend. All of that helps the bend in riding. So every time he does that, you've got to do something in here.
Oh, yeah, what's going to ask?
Yeah.
If he's
Watch
moving.
yourself now.
The what?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to take his hind end here, pin him, and we'll keep going. And straight. Nice job, mate. Did you see me just snap down on the rope a bit for pinning?
Hello.
Don't pin him, don't pin him.
People always say, why is the camera lady eating carrots? It's not me.
No, but what I wanted to ask was if he's loose
Yeah.
and he pins his ears, now the snap at him. Well, by the time I put a head collar and rope, is that still
You're
too
better
late?
off with the head collar, but we'll address that. We'll address that in a second, all right? So I'm going to now. I was going to do this last, but now because of the rain, we'll take a hand shot. So now I'm going to see whether you'll pin them, because I'm doing what you would do. Yeah, in here. Now tell me something truthfully, how better is that?
100% better. Well, yeah, 99% better.
Yeah. I'm gonna almost, it's like, I haven't got the luxury, I haven't got days here, so I've got to short track it. If I got the luxury of time, I'd be in here for an hour and just testing him, saying I'm being nice to you. You want to pin him and we're going to work on your bend again. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that it's not in his interest to, I kind of don't want those, they were pinning back then, but I don't want, that was a bit, okay, so I snapped down a little bit on the lead rope, and now I'm going to, all that did for him was us working on his hind quarters, yeah? So, that's a nice look, right, we want his grooming, don't eyeball him too much, right, if you can. So I know you do, you eyeball him a lot, right? There's been a lot of history there for you, and I know there has. And a lot of things between you both. And you've got them bites on you and that. I mean, there is history there. From now on, try not to eyeball him. You're making it about, because that's all it is in the wild. They move their feet around. Right, so, have you got the grooming brush?
That's a good shelf.
Yeah.
No, that one.
Right, just kiss the brush then.
Not till about 4
Right.
o'clock, I don't think.
So, I'm gonna. Right. Don't look at. I'll give you a look then. Did you see? Or not?
Yeah, the corner is the one.
Yeah. I'm just seeing whether he'll come around here
Yes.
on his bad side to bite me. Are you quite surprised how far we got with him? In and out.
2 hours.
2 hours? We've been that long? You're joking.
Well, it's 11:15. What time did we get here?
I feel like that.
Was it? Yeah, 2 hours. Do you want a sniff?
He's having a sniff and a lick of my hand.
Ah,
Good. That was good because he came round and it was all respectful. You know, get the idea of that out of there because he's coped just with an hour and a half up there with that windsucking.
Yes.
yeah.
Right? What can happen is that windsucking can start to get the aggression going again. And I'm not saying you're going to be able to do what I'm doing. I'm showing you what's possible. So I don't want him to think about windsucking while I'm doing this, because that's what his tendency is most of the time. So for me, that's what I'd be saying. You can't stop your windsucking when I go out, but you're not going to windsuck. Now I would say that's getting better already.
Yeah.
Do you know?
And I think I've just heard Margaret say, you can't do it in the field because all the wooden posts, I've put Sudocrem on the top of it, doesn't like Sudocrem. So you can't do it all night long.
So there you go. I think it's just it's getting habit, doesn't it?
Yeah, just amazing.
Oh, I think. So I'm being real kind to him, but absolutely effective. Saying that's the end of it. That is the end of it. We're going to be good together, but I'll be the leader of this partnership. And I'll look after you, and I'm all you need. It's a big ask for you. I know it is. It's a big ask. But as long as you can get 15, 20%. In them ears, I don't think they're doing no good. Right, do you see me just have a little pin? So what has it done for him? I moved his hindquarters. Right then, so we'll go back. So I've been here for an hour doing this, it's my own, until he didn't even think about windsucking when I'm next year. I don't want him, there you go mate, see? This can be good. This can be good. We can be good. He hasn't once told them to come round to me, has he?
He's listening to you.
I'll give him every opportunity there, haven't I? Right, okay, so we take this off. We're just going to let him, I'll pass you that. Now it's all about yield. It's all about yield, so I'm going to yield him off here. Right, so we'll let you have that. Take this off. Right, let him take that off here. A little bit of a bend, a little bit of a give. There. Right, there you go. Right. Now, you were saying about loose. We'll sort you. He hasn't had hay for a couple of hours, so you could put that back in here now. Let him just get something in his belly, yeah. I'll put that there. So,
Rain.
now I'm watching him. I'm watching him.
No, I don't think you've ever gone for anybody while you're putting his tail off.
No, I'm just saying I don't want the ears pinning because you asked me what I would do, being loose. Well, there has to be a consequence to him. So if he's loose, you carry a little flag and you move him to the back of the stable.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect.
In-
Okay, by the time
in
I
the
put that collar
moment.
on him, it's gone, hasn't it? It's too late.
It's too late. So, you know, when we come in a bit, we'll let him have a break now. Let him have some.
I'll turn this
And
off
then
in
I'll
a
show
second.
you.
Okay, I'm going to turn
Yeah.
this off a second.
Any
Kurt.
questions on what?
I got it off.
That's what you use, is it?
No, we don't sort. I mean, did Marilyn tell you we've had
It's going to rain again.
corrective shoeing with him?
Have you?
Yeah. We did think it was. Well, he did. He used to stumble, didn't he?
His back legs just used to just go a bit.
Did they?
Not all the time, but
Yeah, I noticed that on his shoes at the back.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we've had him x-rayed.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's got like. Yeah.
Yeah. He's fashionable.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just about to ride the horse now. I thought it was important for me to ride the horse to see whether I could sense any pain issues, check that everything felt okay. I was quite looking forward to it. I knew he'd done some reining training and was nice to ride, so I was quite looking forward to have a little ride on him anyway. And so that was important. I felt like we'd gone a long way in 2 or 3 hours. I just felt like he just was really enjoying the fact that, you know, that he didn't need to get aggressive or show any aggressive tendencies towards me when he realised I controlled his feet and that I wouldn't accept any you know, enclosure into my little bubble. He really went for that, and I really felt a change in him, and so did Marilyn and John, and John really had a quiet word with me and said he was very sceptical because I deal with a lot of English horses. Well, we're in the UK. Most horses are owned by English riders. In fact, the Western scene is very small, very small really, and a lot of people in the Western scene, especially the showing people, tend to know each other. You know, I actually remember in the past seeing John and Marilyn riding. I do remember now seeing them. So it is a very close list. I used to be a Western instructor years ago for Western Equestrian Society. I used to be an instructor, but the way I instruct is very English. I find English and Western are very similar, especially for the first, I don't know, I think for the first couple of years, things are very similar. They all got to stand still to get on. They all got to give to the bit, go left and right with quality. Walk, trot and lope, stand still. It's all the same. It's sort of later on where you go one-handed and things like that. So yeah, I was a little bit too English, really. Pretty sure there's no pain involved, but I thought it was a good idea for me to have a little ride on him now, which you'll see. That low head's coming back, isn't it?
Yeah.
You remembering?
He does remember.
I won't overspin him. Just remind him of the spins a bit. He's been there and done this, hasn't he?
He can do a bit, we don't.
You can get carried away, can't you?
Yeah, you don't
Steve
want
can.
to do that, really.
I don't get rid of him now, you know.
See, I like that ranch pleasure, the branch class. It's only 2 spins, isn't it? And they haven't got to be quick.
No. Makes me feel sick going round and round.
Him listening to the hip there. I do a lot of fast walk and slow walk.
Yeah.
On the hacks. So you got left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left,
Yeah.
right, left, right, and like pedal it. With lots of speed control in the walk, I do.
Yeah. I need John up here to follow me.
Yeah. Oh, lovely little horse.
Bless him. The only thing I'd be working on is just keep releasing him for dropping this bit because he tends to be coming just up a little bit, but you know that's why I've held him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know that anyway. How did he look?
Good.
Lovely.
Lovely little horse.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm a pretty good judge of knowing when horses are in pain because I in the past at least I've rode a lot of bucking horses with kissing spines and things, and there was no head shaking. A very good sign that a horse in pain is when they shake their heads. None of that. Bent left and right. That's what I was checking with the bit, making sure he could bend left and right, and he could give at the pole and sort of come underneath himself a bit, give his hips. You know, nothing. There was nothing there to say that he's in pain to me from the riding I did there, and he's had no bute or anything like that. So he was as he was. No swishing of the tail. I did think at one point he may have been de-nerved in his tail. It's something that a lot of reining horses, because the reining training can be very tough on horses, guys. You know, I love watching reining horses. Not so much these days, but I do, you know, like watching a good reining horse. And they don't naturally do the slides. They don't naturally do the spins at the speed that they do them and the length that they slide. They don't naturally do it. They do it out of, like, they need to do it, else they're going to get jerked back a little bit and things like that. Now, a lot of horses tend to swish their tails really badly with reining, and it's not a good look. So some of the top horses are de-nerved at the tails and they have injections, which means they lose the use of their tails. I thought at one point, I couldn't see any movement in his tail. I thought, you know, should I say anything? But I have, you know, he did move his tail. I have seen him moving his tail now. So he hasn't been. So yeah, so I was happy with that. Now, Marilyn's going to have a ride on him. Now, bearing in mind, Marilyn is 73 years of age. She's had a few health issues as well, like most of us when we get a bit older. Unfortunately, John can't ride anymore now. He loved riding horses for years, and in all fairness, he did, you know, he did get upset a couple of times, guys. He's a lovely chap, you know, because he can't ride now. He's had health issues, so his riding and his love of horses is through Mallorin, really. He just loves watching her ride. So you'll see Marilyn now, 73, gets up on the horse, and I wanted to see her ride as well. So you'll see how Marilyn gets on now. So people have got to appreciate how well you've done. Do you know what I mean? So don't let me forget that.
I don't say Margaret wouldn't, for this first 6 months, Margaret wouldn't go in the stable with you. You know, not without one of us being there anyway. And he's a lovely ride. He really is a lovely ride. There's not many 73-year-olds riding like that. Fair play, so No, I mean, it gives people hope, but I will say this. You know when people used to joke that 50's the new 60? I'm 60, I always say no, I'm 50 right there. There is some truth in that these days, isn't there? I think.
You're not quite 60 next year.
Yeah, but you go back on, you know, 50 years. The watching of it is she's gone from the western.
Look at that.
She's gone from a western saddle to a endurance saddle. Well, she couldn't lift that saddle on. It's heavy, you know. But very good.
Not have the hay there while you're brushing him.
Feeding is different to
I would don't have the hay there while you're doing it. If you got the hay there, let him.
You have that all right. There you go, fella. You took the dirt off.
That's sad.
Easy,
That's how big's that saddle? Is it a 15?
16.
To 16, is it? Right. Okay, Tanya. Okay. So.
Oh, low power.
Okay. Have you got your brush ready? Now look, not a nasty bristly brush. Nice little brush to start with, yeah?
Alright, yeah. I've got a soft one.
Pauline. I want him to do something so I can just flag for a second and show you that there's a consequence to that thought. But things are much better. I'm feeling that. Are you?
Yeah, definitely.
Look at that.
Okay.
If you come to purchase him, you wouldn't be put off by that, would you?
No.
You can actually see the cogs working. Yeah. You can see he's thinking about it.
But we haven't once hurt him. All we've done is get to these feet. If we started the blue pipe and all that, what I see happen, they just get worse and worse. You say, you think that hurts me? Watch how much I can hurt you. Yeah. Well done.
Back on the other side for a minute.
Hey?
Poke him,
Now I'm going to say something to you now, and I mean it. Tanya, I mean what I'm going to say to you now. I absolutely, genuinely, 73 is the best rider at 73 I've ever seen in my life. How about that? And I mean it.
We ain't see anybody over 50.
Do you agree? Do you agree with that? At
Yes,
73,
she does
to be
well.
loping around like that gives people inspiration.
Yeah, she does well.
How about that? Right, we're not going to overdo it. Come away from him
Okay.
now. That was brilliant. So I'm going to just ask him to back up a little bit there. If he got to the end of that, it wouldn't matter because he'd pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So good, these are. Right, so you have that. I'm going to leave him with his a nice thought of me. Take your shoulder over there. I'm going to take this off with quality. Look at him. Look at him. Your little
Yeah.
flex. There you go. Let's all get out of his way.
So he's French, so we'll say au revoir.
Au revoir! Au revoir! Let's all get out of his way.
So he's French, so we'll say au revoir.
Au revoir! Au revoir! Au revoir! Yes. We all did French at school, and all I did to count to 10. That was all I got. That's as far as I got.
Bonjour.
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix. That's 1 to 10 in French, and that's about all. It's years of trying. But yeah, I found it very difficult language to learn. But yeah, so that's the end of the video. I hope you got something from it, learned something from it. That's my goal, as you all know. What else I wrote here? And the other thing is, I shortcut things. I say it all the time. Take your time, guys. I shortcut that because I'm hundreds of miles from home. Needed to make a difference because I could feel something was coming with that horse, and you know, I do short track, and that's it. So I'm gonna go and put the 4 horses out now. Just put the 4 horses out. Chillax tonight. I've got a horse in the morning to go to. Tanya just reminded me now. A horse. I think it was it a rescue horse? Well, it's quite local and it's dangerous with its back legs, and will just blast through you if you try to pick the feet up. Got that one in the morning, and yeah, that's about it then. So it's been about 2 weeks now ish, just under 2 weeks since we visited Marilyn and John. And Tanya has had a message back only was it yesterday. Things are so much improved, guys. I was so happy. I was concerned about it. Things are so much better, and they're looking forward to this video. They've got some things which they're really good, these videos, not only for helping us lot, but also for the owners to look back at all the little finer points and what worked for me with their horse. So things are so much better, and they feel so much more confident, and they're not accepting. I mean, they're using their little flag and things. So things are so much better, which is great news, so that everyone knows. Good news. Yeah, guys, if you can, do the usual, like and comment, and if you can, share. Keep things plodding along for us, and see you soon. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now, and happy trails.